Okay, tutorial 6 that we are starting. So group, ungroup, duplicate, and lock. Okay, so let's say I want to explore resizing this little grouping of text and image. Okay, so I'm going to highlight all of them so I can see they're all selected. So this dotted line is around the paw, this rectangle is around this text, and this rectangle is around this text. Okay, I'm going to click group, and that just grouped all of those things together. So I can resize. Oops, didn't get them all. Let me ungroup them. Try that again. Okay, so now it should group them all together. So that's going to group those things so I can resize it all at one time. So it proportionately resizes that text and image. Okay, and then obviously, like I just showed you, because I had messed up, I can ungroup them as well. And if I wanted to make one thing bigger or smaller on its own. Okay, so I'm going to group those. Okay, so that was group and ungroup. And that's really convenient because sometimes you do want to change the size of things, and it saves you having to change each thing individually, each element or each piece of text or photo or whatever you're working on. Okay, duplicate. Now, obviously, I don't want to duplicate this text, but I'm just going to show you this. If I go up to the duplicate button, just the plus sign, it'll duplicate whatever I've highlighted. So let's say, I'm grouping these, I want another paw print. I can duplicate it. It'll make it same color, same size. So that's duplicate. So that'll come in handy when we're making some of our designs and you want, let's say you're putting in an element and you want the square to be the same size and the same color. Well, then you can just hit duplicate instead of Control C, Control V. It's just an easy way to copy something. Okay, and locking things. Okay, I use this a lot because sometimes I want to reposition one part of my design, but I want the others to stay where they are. So I would click on this and click the lock. Let me group these together, and then I'm gonna lock those. Okay, so I now can't do anything to this. They're locked, but I want to mess around with my photo. So let's say I want to zoom in on him a little bit more. Okay, so I was able to move my photograph around, play around with that a little bit without messing with the parts of my design that I actually am happy with. Okay. Similarly, let's say I try something and I don't like it. I just want to show you can just undo things that you've done or redo things that you have done, just so you can see the different versions of everything. Kind of liking that a little better. Okay, so that is group, ungroup, duplicate, and lock, and then just a little extra feature I threw in there. Okay, so why don't you spend some time exploring those tools.